Woo!
Yay.
Or did we ever
Technical
leave?
difficulties.
Hello, everybody.
Never let your DM strand you.
I know, right? All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the new session. We be here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And
Let's go!
yeah, I don't think.
Take over, DM.
I was gonna say, what happened last time? Who wants to recap?
I could recap.
Recap it for me. Recapitate it for me.
Okay, hold on. Hold, please.
As always, with us we have Finton, aka Crimson. We have Primrose, aka Rainamo. We've got Smidge, aka Locke, and we've got Romp, aka Monkey.
Yeah.
Aye.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Nice.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'll
On to
recap.
the recap. Yes.
All right. So basically, last session, there was a lot of licking. No, I'm kidding. A scarecrow with a pumpkin head wanted to fight us, and vines came out of his body, and he was crazy. And so, like, Romp was first, like he was first in the line, and so he like ran away to the door of the house so we could get in, but it was locked, and Smidge was on his back, so Smidge was running too, kind of. There was like 2 to 3 different types of fights, and like it was intense. A few different pumpkin monsters with teeth and tongues hopped around to kill us, and the scarecrow mostly attacked Finton, and he a licking pumpkin attacked Prim, and all the small little bouncing ones and a tongue one was on Romp and Smidge, and then like Romp like sat on one and like squished it with his butt cheeks, and there was some nasty fights, man. Finn got pretty low. Prim and Smidge were all 1 hit point away from dying, or being downed. And then we killed all of them, and all the pumpkins died. And Magic came out, and he apologized, and he was like, "Yo, so sorry that happened." And he just like healed all of us, and like with magic or something. And we went inside, and all the pumpkins came back to life. That was pretty cool. And then inside the magic house, it was QAF. There was a lot of little magic items, like any magic item you could think of, and there was like pixies and sprites, running around helping the house. And Prim tried to befriend one by capturing it, but no luck. And then Finton and Prim sat at the table, and like all these favorite foods of theirs appeared, and he asked us to help him with a problem. And Romp and Smidge were like skeptical. I can't say that word.
Skeptical.
Skeptical. Skeptical.
Skeptical.
Skeptical.
Skeptical.
But they were convinced slowly by the food and magic weapons and magic items. I kind of forgot who convinced them. I forgot. But
Fenton bought their loyalty through food.
Hell yeah. Okay, that's what it was. Finton also looked at some scrolls and was really excited about it, so we decided to help. And the deal is that basically magic is like fading away, and we need to go to the Feywild for him to see if the person who he draws this magic from, which is like Sublina or something like that, is okay, or if she needs help. And how to get to the Feywild, we have to go to like this circus and see Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. And the circus comes around every 8 years, and they have a way to get to the Fey world. Don't know what that is yet. But and basically, and we need to go to Prismini place or something like that. And it's like Prismere, and it's like the universe of the light or something like that. And I wrote down some stuff that I don't freaking know what it means. like, so, like, I don't know what all 8, I wrote all 8 believed to them. Waterhaven, Waterdeep, Aristocrat, Rinzel, Chilzine.
So I can, so Fenton in the discussion with Madrick and agreeing to the deal was given a letter of introduction to Ranzil Chilzine for a favorite ode to magic to be passed along to this party, and they reside in the access for the aristocratic area of Waterdeep.
You got it.
Nice. Sweet.
With that, you guys all went to sleep, and you gave Magic a list of items to procure for
And officially leveled up.
the journey, and you have all officially leveled up. Correct. Level 2. Excellent. So, moving on then. You guys all awaken in your borrowed room from Magic, and you are free to go about your day. What would you like to do?
I'm hungry. I'm gonna go look in the kitchen.
As Midge leaves for the kitchen, you
Mhm.
enter the hallway. Magic is already up and moving. And by up and moving, I mean he's just sitting around the table. Yeah, he's up. And his sprite and pixie friends are helping him get all of his stuff moved around and whatnot. Preparing breakfast and whatnot. It's not super early, but it's not super late. Probably about, decent time to get up for an adventuring party, 8 or 9 in the morning.
8 or 9 in the morning.
Yes.
Sweet.
Hey, old man, what you making?
Oh, bacon. I've got them poaching some eggs and just about anything else you could think of.
You got some fish on the table?
I think they could get some fish on the table.
You have any uncooked fish?
Yes, I do. And he waves his hand, and an uncooked fish just on the table in front of you.
Better not be poisoned, Smith says when he starts to
It's
eat.
not poisoned. I wouldn't eat it, but that's because I don't eat raw food. How'd you sleep?
I didn't sleep. Place smells weird. Smells like mold and gross old men stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm an old man, and there's probably mold somewhere, yes. That's what happens when you have been in a place for 60 years or so.
Oh, yeah, I still haven't decided if I'm gonna, not kill you yet. This is pretty good, actually. Where'd they get this fish?
Probably one of the streams nearby.
No. Oh, thank you. See you later.
Yay, have a good one.
With that, Prim's gonna come out as well. Oh, I guess when Smidge comes in and be like, What do you have there, mister?
Food for me and Rob. Here you go, buddy.
Food for you and
I say as I
Rob.
hand Rob a fish, half a fish.
Rom's still half asleep, kind of just.
Yeah. Smidge just lays it on his head.
And then he
Smell
goes
that,
back
Rob?
to sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't want to eat this, I guess I will.
Wait,
So,
can
I
I
can just-
smell it?
Sure, here you go. Yeah, he sort of holds it out in front of the little fairy.
Prim kind of just leans over and inhales it and immediately sticks her tongue out and falls onto the floor and starts convulsing and goes, oh my god.
Romp, during that, Romp kind of not clearly not fully awake yet, goes with his head towards the food, and just with the very tip of his teeth, the very tip of the raw fish, just kind of a small little bite into it, where as he pulls back, you could kind of see the skin and stuff coming out with it, and then he just tastes it, and then he falls back to sleep.
There you go. He doesn't require much. He
I'm still
has a
convulsing.
slow metabolism.
So Prim is convulsing, and then she immediately kind of sits up from the ground and goes, "Great, you guys are no fun." And then she just leaves.
There's more food on the table. Probably stuff for fairies out there. So
all
Anyways.
that's going on, Fenton was enjoying a bath.
Yeah, I'll just be like hanging out with
Nice.
little Madrick over here, like chilling.
Oh,
And
have
you
to
just
do
fuck
scrubby,
with
scrub. Don't know when we'll get this chance again.
Like fairies and stuff are in the bathroom with you, just like zooming in and out of that
Ew.
window there. So like a couple of them like peek over and like glance at you like, what the fuck? And then keep on doing about their business and whatnot. Think of it like
Judgmental.
it's like a super busy, like if it were like Grand Central Station in here, except like it's all tiny fairies and sprites and stuff just flying around, busy about doing chores and stuff. Hundreds of sprites.
Yeah. He just enjoys his bath, and then he gets out and puts his clothes back on and heads on out to the smell of food.
Oh, you've arisen. Not just the otters. Welcome.
No, I was in the bath. It's been a while since
Did
I
you
had
enjoy
a
it?
nice proper one.
It's a good bathtub. It's we got basically I've got some water friends who help me fill it and keep it warm, keep it clean.
Aye.
Magic, you know, I don't get it anymore, but it works.
Indeed, it did. Morning, Prim.
Good,
Let's see.
good morning.
Now, did he already give us our supplies, or did you still hand him the list?
No, he had the list. He handed it off
Okay.
to little worker bees to go.
Okay. Well, when stretching and still like shaking his it's still wet, but it's not like dripping wet. The hair is just kind of like fussing with it. Well, as soon as those two idiots up, we'll head out on our way and
Oh,
see
yeah.
to this business with Zobina.
Yes, I have sent for some supplies for you. I'm not sure, since you guys were the restock, I'm not sure what we can get for you, but I'm sure they'll come back with something here in a moment or so. They were out there this morning. As far as the magic items you had on there, I know that in town they don't have a magic store per se, however, and he kind of pulls out from behind him, it looks just like a normal bag, but when he opens it up, he pulls out another bag and hands it to you. Ah, yes, this one that I have here is my bag of holding. Only can hold bag of holding. You know how when you put a bag of holding into a bag of holding, something happens? This one, if you put anything other than a bag of holding into this bag of holding, it explodes. It's great. But it holds my bags of holding for you. So, and he hands you an empty bag of holding from the bag of
Wow.
holding.
That's
All
like
right.
a lot of.
They
things.
explode. All I've ever heard is that these things can
Yes,
hold
yes.
an enormous amount.
Yes, so don't put another bag of holding inside of that bag of holding, because what'll happen is,
Got it.
yeah, you'll end up with problems. Let's just say. But this one, and he holds it up it's like one of his prized possessions. He's very like
Yeah.
proud to show it off. This one, if you put a bag of holding, and he takes it and he puts it in there and like pulls it out and puts it in there and pulls it out. You can put a bag of holding in here and it doesn't explode. It's fantastic. And then he pulls out like two other bags of holdings and like tosses them out and then like puts them back in, and he's just like fascinated by this magic that
That's
he's
amazing.
come across in his life.
And Fenton only knows that bag of holdings hold a lot of stuff, so he doesn't get the thing other than he's like, he says they explode, but this one's not exploding, but I don't want to be exploded. So he's just kind of like, yeah, this is cool, but I don't get your point. But yeah, bag holds a lot of stuff.
It looks like do you always put your bags inside things?
Why?
What?
Sorry, no,
So-
Carly was talking to me in the background there.
Yeah.
Yes, so this is fantastic, and he, like you said, again hands you the empty bag of holding, and you know, yeah, that this is for you. You can have that. I have
Wow.
several. Yes.
Strap it over my shoulder.
Perfect. And he says, "Well, come. You can't take a journey on an empty stomach. Want to grab your other compatriot?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't move my token again, but that's what I said. Like, I came into the smell of food and just like, not prison, but like, you know, the kid at the buffet where the plate's just overloaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, just an overloaded plate.
Nice. Alrighty.
But yeah, I'm good unless anyone else has anything.
I'm good.
Anybody?
I'm good.
Romp finally stumbling to his feet, waking up much later than everybody else. He's gonna sort of meander himself over into the kitchen area with the rest of the group. He's gonna walk in, big ol' yawn.
One.
You guys, breakfast?
The mouthful, Fenton is jerking his head towards the wherever it is, but he's not turning away from that plate.
Yes, come, my friend. You have a seat here. Breakfast is over here for you if you wish to eat it.
Purposely sitting on a different chair that the man told him to sit on.
I thought we had pulled a chair away for him the other day because he's a centaur.
That's how it happened.
You can't exactly sit in a chair.
Okay, so
You could try.
he pushes another chair to the side and stands there instead and sits there, and he just stares at the chicken man and he says, "Well, chicken man, I'll see your games. I'll see right through them."
I don't know what you're talking about at all, but I do love this. It's good fun. And
Bless chicken man.
continues to eat his breakfast, which is
Mm-hmm.
very fine actually for the abode that they're in. You know, he's got eggs and toast and everything else that you could think of at like a regular inn, and he's pretty far out of town, so
Yeah.
there you go. And you guys too. Again, the spread is phenomenal. You know, there's sausage and eggs and
Spread.
fish.
Over or around full bites of food, Fenton will wave his hands over anything Romp's trying to grab and then give him a thumbs up.
Romp is just like very skeptical about each meal until Venton does that, and then he just dives right in.
Fair enough. So yeah, I mean, again, it's a huge spread for what would be. I mean, you can tell the guy likes to have company over and kind of show off a little bit of what the sprites and pixies do for him. Anybody else have anything they'd like to do over breakfast?
Nope.
I'm good, other than what I need to do for sheet maintenance after you tell me what we get.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
Alrighty. So then about that time that you guys are finishing breakfast, you see a couple of sprites come in. They go, "Hello, we're here. We have it for you. We've got the packages. All the packages are here. Bring out all the packages." And they kind of just zip in and out and, you know, whatever. And then Magic goes, "Oh, yes, your packages have arrived. Let's,
Romp immediately hops up at the sight of packages and yells, "Bomb!" Wait, never mind.
And
We
then,
didn't hunt
and
out
then
anymore.
after you guys say that, the packages, the sprites just start flooding in here and just start throwing things. And as they throw things, similar to how Prim, but definitely it's almost like a spell that they're casting on these things as they come in and launch them at you, pretty much. But just a stream of pixies come in and packages start enlarging as they come in right about over in this area over here. If I can get my marker to mark on the right.
Make
layer.
sure you're on the right layer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch my headset real quick. I'm about to lose battery on this.
Yeah, right in this area here. Just all sorts of packages.
Is
start
this
enlarging.
a holiday?
It might as well be. Come on, let's see what you got. And you guys are welcome to start opening the packages if you so please. And I would like, and the way I want to do this is I would like each of you to roll me. I can hear you.
Okay, there it goes. It wasn't signifying to me that it was connected.
The way I'd like to do the package opening is I'd like each of you guys to roll me a d20, just a straight d20 roll.
Ugh.
Nice.
Okay. Good.
Well.
Sorry,
It's
an
a
adding
random
total.
table. It's not a.
Yeah, it's not like anything that you can do. All right, so from the packages, you guys do.
Man, we really hit a
Receive.
nice balanced spread there.
You really did all the way through. The average is like what, 10 on that? It's pretty good.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe a little less.
Do we
maybe
even
9. Yeah.
Yeah.
even each other out, Fenton and Brim?
Oh, definitely.
Wow.
We
So-
would even out to Romp's roll, and then Smidge would just drop it a little from there. That's what I'm saying. They're pretty much rolled an average 10.
Nice.
Yeah. So you guys have blankets. They were able to get you a burglar's pack and a diplomatic's pack.
Nice.
Healers kits. They got you 5 healers kits. Let's see here. They brought you rations, enough for the travel to Waterdeep, which you guys will be going to.
Just a week, right?
It is about a week, maybe a week and a half or so. Maybe even a little bit longer, depending on the mode of travel that you choose to take.
So roughly 2 weeks of rations. It's dried food and all that, so it can
Right.
last.
Yep. Let's see here. They brought you 2 tents.
How
2
big?
tents.
So 20?
2 tents.
I know, I'm
10.
kidding.
Yeah.
The in-game tents are quote unquote for 2 people. So
But like, we got a big boy here.
That's true.
we have 2.
I'm probably outdoor.
2
Let's
is
get
enough.
him a raincoat.
Don't worry, 2's enough.
Okay, cool.
And then what else did they bring you? Ah, yes, the grappling hook from your list there.
Grappling
Okay.
hook.
Nice.
That
I know
is-
one person who won't be able to use that well.
I would like to see that.
This guy.
That is what you receive.
Okay, so burglar pack, diplomat pack, blankets, healer kit, rations, tent, grappling hook.
Yes, and
I like that.
the bag of holding that you received.
Yeah, I
from-
was. Yeah, I wrote that down already. So
Cool.
I wrote that down too. So like, do we have a wagon? Did they give us a wagon?
I've got a bag of holding.
Oh, okay. But to travel, like, we're just gonna walk.
Didn't get us a wagon.
Okay.
So.
I was gonna say, if you guys go back to the town, I'm sure you could procure a wagon with the gold that you have. It's not that expensive, but you're more than welcome to walk too. I'll buy horses and ride that way. I think that the trail to Waterdeep is pretty well traveled, and there isn't too much going on it right now. So it's not the season for goblins or anything like that. I've heard they've been moving closer and closer to the main roads as they are getting more scarce out west, but that's another story, I guess.
You know what we should do? We should get Romp to drag us around in a wagon.
Whoa. Why would I do that now, huh?
Edric
I'm
kinda
just a
looks
mere
around.
otter.
Edric kind of looks around. I was like,
I'm not so sure that he could carry all 4 or 3 of you and the wagon.
Wait, you think
Would you
I'm
mind?
like really heavy? Do I give that impression? I don't know.
And she kind of like sticks her stomach out. Like, there's a mirror around. She'll be like checking herself out.
Hey, don't worry about it. Is there anything else that you need to tell us, Magic?
But I need to tell you about what? Anything from the quest?
Maybe something about your chicken man past.
Maybe a little bit more about the chicken man past as well.
I told you already, the tattoo that I have under my eye is from my patron Zablina.
Don't worry
She's-
about them, Magic.
Well, you know, it makes
You better worry about me.
Oh yeah. You better watch out. We got snake eyes. Whoa.
You better not
Not
cry.
eyes, but other eyes like snake eyes.
Yes. No, like I said, just make sure that you guys are able to get to the carnival before it does pack up and go. It will only be around for about a week, so when it comes in about 2 or 3 years, so we'll see. It kind of depends on the travel, of course, of the carnival itself, if weather
Aye.
event comes. So,
Then, without further ado, thank you for your goods and services, and we'll head out. And hopefully we'll be back soon, and I'll extend my hand.
And
Yeah.
Magic reaches out to shake it and whatnot, and he's very polite and says,
yes, I hope so. Thank you all very much for checking in on this for me. It is of utmost importance to me, and I, like I said, will reward you all handsomely when you return. So, I have faith that it will be resolved quickly and to the best of your abilities.
And
Bye. It was lovely seeing you. I hope we come back all alive so that we could touch all the stuff on your walls.
Yes, I hope so too, he says.
Oh, we'll be back, alright, chicken man. We'll
Be
be
right
back.
Be right back.
And Romp's gonna be staring at him, maybe picking up a smidge onto his back as he just stares down
It
Chicken
doesn't
Man and
break
starts
eye
scooting
contact either.
backwards. Yeah, not breaking eye contact as they back out of the
Smidge is
house.
just being picked up. He just is staring right at him the entire time.
And
And
it
Romp is
yes.
slowly picking up Smidge, making sure that he can keep that eye contact as he
Being as
slowly puts him on
dramatic
his
as
back.
possible.
I hope that you will understand the chicken thing.
Oh, we
No,
understand.
we understand. All
I'll
right.
start ushering them out,
Maybe
pushing
too
on Romp's
well.
butt.
yeah.
Chicken Man. Well,
I-
I'm backing out, so. you
Okay,
can
then I'm
push it
pushing
my
on your chest. Yeah.
I'm like trying to push on your chest too. It's not doing anything. So, but I'm
As you
pretending
guys
it's me.
exit the cabin here, you do notice the same scarecrow
Ah,
coming around here, but he's, like I said,
Oh,
pays no
bonus.
attention to you this time around. He is only paying attention to the other things that are
Whatever.
like I said,
Birds
crows
and-
and birds and things that would harm the pumpkins, not necessarily you all. So
still triggered. Prim just kind of like when she sees it, she like jumps into freaking Finton's cape under his shoulder.
as you guys are leaving, you see some of those toothy pumpkins kind of like wave at you guys, like "Hi," with
We're
their
friends now.
tongues. And- yep.
Smidge attempts to
that's-
put a middle finger up, but realizes he only has 4 fingers.
Which one?
Oh, he just does the 2 ones in the middle. He does the Dane Cook flip flop.
And during
They
this
still
whole
wave
thing-
and smile at you, big toothy grins
During
with
this
their
whole thing,
vines waving.
Romp will be leaving the courtyard or this little outdoor area by backing up the entire time, staring at the house where Chicken Man's at, and kind of just
After I got him out
glancing
the
every
door,
now
I
and then
just
to look.
started going.
Hey, Romp. You know what
Keep
I
up.
think? You know what I think? I think there's chickens in those jack-o'-lanterns. I think there's chickens in those pumpkins.
Brother,
Yeah, that's right. I think it's a
you know what,
disguise.
brother? You know what I always say?
What do you always say?
You're right.
You're damn right. You know what I always say?
Chicken Man and a pumpkin.
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 Pumpkin. Chicken Man.
Chicken man in a pumpkin.
Is she copying us?
Man and
But
I
it's
think
like
she's
muffled
copying us.
because I'm under
Think she's
his
copying
cape.
us.
Oh no! Once I got Romp out the door, I didn't wait on him anymore. I got him out the
Yeah.
door, and I didn't. He's doing his backup thing. I just started walking. So,
Yeah, I yelled it.
so we're on the road, and I'll slow down after we get out of the pumpkin patch, waiting for them. And all right, to town or to Waterdeep?
Do you think that we need like horses, or should we just like walk?
Well,
I have a horse.
Smidge, you're right. Smidge can ride on Rump there, and you can ride with me, so I guess we can go see if we can get a horse real quick.
Brother,
That's
you have
right.
a horse?
We just need one horse.
There I do. It's called these 2 walking legs right here. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right, brother. That's right.
brother.
Those legs can outwalk
Rolling my
horses.
eyes, I head to town.
What do you think I meant? What do you think I meant, huh?
Oh, I don't know, brother. But I know it now.
Yeah,
All right, and as you guys head back to town, you were very, again, familiar with the roads at this point, at least into the town. Not maybe farther into the town, but you were more than able to make your way back to the marketplace to see if you can procure yourself some transportation.
The whole walk, Romp will just be talking to Smidge about how good Smidge's legs are.
Oh shucks, you don't need to say that. You know, I already know they're that great. You know what I'm
Brother,
saying?
I'm just saying what I see.
Yeah, I mean, I know
saying
I'm
what I
pretty
say.
tall for an otter as well. You know, like second tallest in the village next to you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you make me
Yeah.
blush, brother.
Yeah, you know how it is. You know, always making you blush and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
It's getting weird really quick.
It's so weird.
Oh boy. All right. Where would you like to go as you get back into town? Are you just looking straight for a horse place, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so right as you get to the gates there is a place for you to try to procure a horse of stables, I guess you could say. I'm trying to think of the fucking word stables. God damn. Yeah, so you're able to enter that and as the cabin boy or the
Stable boy.
stable boy for a horse, and maybe you can get a discount. Who knows?
Hi.
Oi! How can I
just
help?
need a horse. Just need a horse that I can get to Waterdeep on. Just one.
Oh, all right, one horse. I run you
Unless
back.
you got a rickshaw.
What? What'd
A
you say?
rickshaw.
A rickshaw? A rickshaw? Hey, what is a rickshaw? What? Oh, you mean like something that has like 2 wheels, you can attach to the horse and make it go? Yeah.
Bright lad, you are, bright lad.
Maybe. Yeah. Let's see. Well, let me think here. And he kind of like goes around back to kind of see what he's got. Bad luck. No rickshaws per se. I've got horses. I've got wagons. No rickshaws. Unfortunately.
What?
Would you like to buy a horse or a wagon or both?
If we just get a horse, then we could just ride next to Rob.
Hey, just all one horse would be fine.
All right, one horse it is.
Wait, but the prettiest one. The prettiest horse, okay?
Well, if you want a pretty horse, that'll cost you a pretty penny. It depends what kind of and again, there's different qualities of horses that you guys would know.
Yeah.
You know, draft horses or whatever it may be. If you want a stronger horse, something bigger, it's gonna cost you around probably 25 gold or so. Something that's kind of scraggly, gonna get you to where you gotta go, but maybe not so fast. I can part with one for 10 gold on my master's dime. But you know, we also have faster horses than that, and in between and whatnot.
I would like to, well, I'll ask him instead of telling you what I want. Oh, well, let's take a look at him. And as he takes me over to look at him, I would like to look to see if there's any mules in the bunch.
Sure thing. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Why not? Just to see. I mean, what'd you get?
Oh, it's on GM roll because I was testing shit earlier, but I got a 24.
I see it. You do, by chance, see a mule in the bunch. There's quite a few horses. Again, all types of horses: strong, small, medium. But down at the end, there are a couple of mules that you could.
Yeah, I'll go up to one and just start scratching one under the chin. Hey, Prim, I think this one will do for us. And I'll
Wow.
let Prim describe however it looks.
And it does. It has it's a cute mule. I mean, for mule's sake, right?
Mhm.
Um, it has you know, brown and white patches in between the brown spots there. Um, it's sturdy, like I said. Just a
Yep.
really good work mule. You know what I mean? Could definitely get you to A to B.
Mhm.
Probably not that fast though. So, um, but again, like I said, get you up, get you down. Can definitely be put backs on him. He's got a little bit of like a little bit of fuzz underneath his chin,
Mhm.
almost like a little goatee, and on his ears, they pop up, much more pronounced than horses would. So very much a donkey side of the ears on
Mhm.
this mule that you have here that pops kind of straight up as it kind of hangs out with you, and a little bit of scruff on the top of his head. Um, from a mane, but not doesn't go all the way down the neck. Just like almost like one of the beetles with the bangs coming down over his eyes. So a little scruffy.
Um,
What you gonna call him, Prim?
I love him. Hold on, I have to see if he likes us.
And Prim is going to fly over to the top of his little head and just plop her booty down on his little floofy bangs. And like
Uh, he does nothing. He just kind of sits there.
she
And,
like looks around and like is looking for a reaction. So her arms are kind of like a little like up, and then she's like,
I like him. Let's name him Patches.
All right. Well, there
Why do
you
you
go,
wanna
lad.
name him Patches?
All right, that'll be oh, it's a mule, so not a horse. I guess you part with him for 8 gold. Does that work for you?
Aye, but the missus likes him so much, lad. She's got a bond with him.
Yeah.
Perhaps, we can find a little bit lower price here and say I give you 5 gold and, oops, there's an extra coin here on the ground for you. And I'll hand him 5 from one hand in my pocket, and then the 6th one will be in my other hand.
He kind of looks around real quick, like checking to see if anybody's watching him. Is like,
Yeah, I think I could do that for you.
and he passes for the 5 gold. He puts out his hand for it.
Yeah, I'll slip patting him on his chest or somewhere where, like, if he's got a pouch, I'll slip the 6th coin in there and pat him. Good
Well,
lad, good lad.
thank you very much.
And he's elated now. He's like, yes, I'm going to be able to do all the things that I wanted to do with my entire life.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Now, see if you can find an apple for him, and then we'll be out of your hair.
Sure thing.
And he goes back and he is able to come with a couple of apples and carrots and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then just in general horse feed for you too. He puts it on there for you, like,
Mm-hmm.
My boss is kind of an asshole. Here you go.
and gives you like 2 weeks worth of horse feed as well for you.
Okay.
So, and with that, you guys are more than welcome to be on your way.
nice. Wait, did you just give him drugs? Like, what was happening?
What?
No, I
You
was just
dropped
being very
something?
friendly.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I paid him 6 gold, but I told him that I was only gonna pay 5, and oh, oops, I dropped 1 coin on the ground.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Maybe he found an extra coin somewhere. I very much so made a friend.
Nice. Cool. So
So
we have a
yeah,
mule.
I'll hop up and
Does it have a saddle?
no stranger to riding bareback.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
Oh my.
Smidge is like, sick. Oh no, he has a saddle.
No stranger to riding bareback. So
Well,
Grew up
Smidge is asleep on
poor,
Romp's back.
riding mules. So
Oh, no.
we'll head out now, and I'll
There you
also
go.
I will take the time to with the rope that I have and fashion a very poor man's, like rein stirrup thing just to kind of give me a little bit of hold on, but not really anything special.
And he did come with just the basic shit that you need to ride on.
Bridle and saddle to ride.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
I
well
like
then I
the
won't wear
bareback
bareback.
idea. That was edgy.
What was edgy?
The bareback.
Oh.
Anyways, moving on. We're
Right,
we're
moving
riding.
on. So you guys are riding out of town. This travel honestly is going to be pretty condensed for us, just because you're on main roads, so there's not going to be too much going on. We might have a couple nights stop. Is there anything that you guys really want to get done though during? You have about 2 weeks of travel time, where you could lightly focus on something.
I'm trying to think of like level 2 stuff.
Just play around with kind of thrown off every now and then when I go to, instead of rolling my hand and actually producing a flame, every now and then I'll be picking up a stick or something when we're getting ready to do our campfires and they'll ignite as per my new ability. But it takes me a while during these 2 weeks to realize I'm the one causing it without actually doing the whole thing. I was like, that's new. It's gotten a little more intense than I'm used to.
There.
For some fun flavor on the campouts, but otherwise, I got nothing special I want to do.
Perfect.
As I just generally figure out what the hell's going on.
Let me pull you guys to this thing that I just made. Sorry, that's also why I'm kind of distracted.
No,
DM
you're
stuff.
fine, man. Yeah.
Alrighty, so you guys are. Let's get an object to show where you are.
Alright, what is that? Mount Hoke now? Hotenau?
Hotenau. There's
Mount
Neverwinter.
Hotenau.
That's where we came from.
Yeah, that's where you and I. That's the woods, though.
So you
Mount,
guys
right?
started.
Oh no, okay, I see it now. It was all, the name hadn't. It was super blurry on my screen.
It's cute. Is that a river?
Started right here. We'll just get a color on that so you guys can actually see it. There we go. There's
Got ahead.
Phandalin.
Far, far, far north.
Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. There you go. There's Phandalin, the red circle.
Yeah.
And you guys will be going towards the high road, back the way you came, pretty much, until you get to the high road, and then you guys will make a turn towards the south. I want, I guess, Romp, since you're driving, and I want
himself.
Driving.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. And I want Finton, since you're driving the donkey, to both make. Well, I guess Romp, I want you to make a survival check, and then Finton, I want you to make an animal handling check.
Okay.
Fuck. We got pretty much the same numbers here.
Sure you did. Yeah, so you guys were able to get out of Phandalin. No really troubles on the road per se, but like you aren't going as fast as you're used to, right? So on the way here, you guys were making good, decent time. On the way out, I don't know if it's just, something in the air or something along those lines. Maybe when we aren't feeling so hot. You're just not able to get it together where you're able to make good time on the way out. And so the first night you only
Still
make
arguing about the chicken, man.
Yes, pretty much.
It's not an argument at this point. It's a conspiracy.
You only make it to the crossroads from Phandalin to the Tribor Trail, which is usually about a half day's travel. You took you guys the rest of the day to, get there when you had probably about 3/4 of your day left. You guys are welcome to camp there. You're welcome to keep on going for the night. So we'll go ahead and put a little X on where you guys are for night 1.
Where is this in relation to where we saw the guard riding?
That would have been a little bit closer to
the high road.
Yeah, the higher it would have been probably, and I'll do a different color for that. Like,
I would be aiming to get about there. So
right
if we need to
here.
press on to get there, then I would like to press on a little bit.
Sure thing. You guys are more than welcome to roll Constitution checks in order to see if you're able to get there.
All of? Oh, you
Okay.
too. Okay, cool.
Is it not the
Fine.
saving throws, right? Just regular straight up
I mean,
Constitution.
I'll let Prim fall asleep while I'm
Constitution
riding on the horse, and she can ride in my
Yeah, I think is what it is.
couch
That's
or on my shoulder or something.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. It's
Excuse me.
Constitution saves for traveling, correct?
Yeah.
Vincent, you pass. Romp, you pass.
Nice.
He's good at those.
It's
Do you
almost
want
like
everyone to roll these?
Yes, absolutely.
oh, all of us. What are we
Yep.
rolling?
If
What?
you're traveling beyond the normal state of duty,
Nice.
Smidge, you
Oh,
pass.
can I let
Constitution.
Prim fall asleep and carry her?
She is still traveling. It's the same thing as
Okay.
like when you have kids in the car, right? So
Yeah.
Oh,
it's okay.
Why I
Everybody
travel
passed
at night.
flying colors.
Let them fall asleep.
With those Constitution saves, you are more than able to get about halfway in between, that crossroads and where you
Yeah,
are.
Roughly get into that camp spot that we ran into the guard.
Yeah, so about another hour and a half of travel or so. You're able to make it. And like I said, you put a little bit of pep in the step and are able to get to about. And let's change the color to red since that's where we're actually at. You guys are about right about here. That's not red.
Yeah.
Why is that not red?
Because you changed off of it and it always resets.
It's so dumb.
Yup.
I need to change my color to red so that way I can
It just defaults it, yeah.
just defaults it. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Cool.
You're more than welcome to give it another shot if you'd like.
How are you lads feeling? The otters push on, or?
I feel great.
I was asleep the old time, so I'm okay.
Did you say something, old man? Wait, young man? Man? Are you even a man?
I don't think
know.
Rom's doing
What
that
time
great.
into the night is it?
The time
PM.
is the night. It is roughly. I mean, just after
Is it
sunset.
dark?
Yes,
Okay.
it's dark now. So it's
Yeah,
not
if it's
like
dark, I'll stop and
make camp.
yeah, I'll stop and tie up. Sorry, I was picking out my spells because I didn't remember to go out and adjust those. So, but I'll stop and do that. Tie the donkey off, and then
Okay.
I'll ritually cast Wild Cunning and summon some forest spirits to help set up camp.
Sure thing. Yeah, that's no problem. You can various camp spots along the trail here. A pretty well traveled trail. More than able to make camp and able to stand up for the night. Fortunately for you guys, you did end up in a spot in the forest. Like I said, pretty dense forest around you, but not super dense. You know, like I said, again, very well traveled road. Very protected. Again, well traveled by guards, as you guys know from everything going on. You feel comfortable enough in the spot that you've picked that you guys could all take a rest and not have to keep somebody up for watch, especially since there's a couple of other campsites around you all. You know, just
Oh yeah,
there's-
if there were other people camping, I would have gotten near enough to feel like we had extra protection.
definitely there's definitely other campsites around you guys, and definitely a pretty well protected spot being the crossroads from Phandalin and the Tribord Trail, still in that area anyway. So with that, you guys are more than welcome to rest, or if you have anything you want to do at camp tonight.
Nah, just the usual.
Yeah, we can rest. I'm just gonna shuffle gear around on everybody from what we got. So
Just eat dinner and probably go to sleep.
All right.
Probably praying to my moon goddess. What does the moon look like tonight?
And you look in the sky, and there are 2 moons on this
in this world,
in this world that you can see, right? The moons are one is a crescent, um, like a waning crescent, and the other one is and this is kind of typical of the moon cycles, is that they have these um you would know, especially so being part of the celebrating the Moonweaver, that the power of the moon waxes and wanes, and the moons, when they um kind of do this thing where one wanes and one waxes at the same time, but then they end up in a cycle where they'll both become full. That had happened about 2 or so weeks ago. So about a week before we started our journey. And you know that this is the minimum of the cycle, where one is waning while the other is waxing. So you have there is no crossover between the moons at this point. Um, just something to think about.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Anything else?
No.
All right.
Oh wait, do we
What?
have a order on which we stay up?
You don't need to, I said, because
Oh,
you're
yeah,
in a
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
well traveled area. Like, think about like a campground. That's pretty much where you guys ended
Oh,
up
okay,
at.
cool.
Very safe.
Very safe. Very, very safe. You guys are all actually able to get the full 8 hours and get an early rise if you wanted to.
Woohoo! An early rise.
An early rise.
Let's do it.
Okay. So when you guys do arise, it's still dark out. Like how you have that pre-morning glow kind of thing. Even before that starts to rise, it is still nighttime when you rise, but you are all well energized enough to be able to make your journey if you so please. I guess say you guys probably fell asleep around, I want to say 9 o'clock at night or so. And so you guys are waking up probably 4 or 5 in the morning. Okay. Easy enough to pack up camp and pack it up onto patches and get on your way if you'd so please.
Yep.
Again, the area around you, campers are sort of settling in for a day's rest almost, right? People who've traveled through the night are kind of taking over spots of people leaving. So, very appropriate thing to do. Very well traveled. More than welcome to make me a couple of rolls here for. Let's do Justice Survival this time around, from Romp, and kind of see how it goes.
Just from Romp?
Just from Romp, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, hey.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
That's a natural 20. Alrighty. So, Romp wakes up in just the finest mood today and is like, we're going. And for whatever reason, the struggles from yesterday have gotten you guys nowhere near. I do need someone to keep watch for today, though, just because we are getting a little bit farther away from civilization, so we do need to have somebody make a
I'll do it.
perception check for me.
My perception's
while we're
probably
going.
bad, but I'll do
I have
it.
good perception.
I have a
as
good
well, though.
perception. I'm not proficient in it.
I'll help out.
Okay. I'll let you make
That
advantage.
gives
with
her
that.
advantage.
Yep.
Boop.
Means roll it twice, Prim.
Oh, that one.
Okay. Well, it is.
Yeah.
With that perception check, you notice around you again. You get to the point where the high road and again, you guys are going much faster than you were yesterday. You have a full day to travel, and it's nighttime, right? You notice as the sun starts to rise up, you're able to start to see and feel a little bit of the air coming from the coast. I'd say you probably end up about where you were in the morning. It's about 3 hours of travel in, as the sun starts to rise. And you notice that, around you, the last time you guys were here, it was dark, and, there wasn't really a lot going for you. We were looking for rabbits in the woods and whatnot. But the group in general, they realize that this area here is much more wild than you would expect it to be for the traveled road that it is. There was happening here that happened a long time ago. Several around you, there's ruins, um, like an old church. Think of it like an old church that's been broken down. Um, over to the left side of the trail, about 500 yards off. There's looks to be what is a cemetery, with gravestones sticking out of the ground and whatnot. Some of them are broken, some of them have been turned over or have fallen over the years. But again, it seems like this area has not been as well maintained as you would have thought, being so close to a couple of higher density areas and being so well traveled by guards and whatnot, and watches as the night goes on. So, anything you guys would like to do with that information?
How far are the ruins from the road?
Like I said, probably about a good football field and a half.
Or
Maybe
you
a little
broke up
bit
what and a
farther.
half?
Yeah, like a football stadium and a half, 500 yards.
Okay. But we
Yeah.
know they're nearby.
Yeah, you can see them from the road though. Like
All right, Romp.
You can make it out from the distance.
I dared you to go on the way in, and you said no.
Yeah.
What about now?
Sorry. Could you say that again? Your voice.
I
is kinda
dared you
hard
to
hear.
slow down and pull up next to him. I dared you to go in last time, and you said no. What about now?
I don't
I'll-
remember any of this, but I never back down from a good dare. What
I
are you
do
daring me to
believe he's
do?
challenging you. I believe he's challenging
A
you.
challenge.
I think that's what this is.
Where are we challenged?
Beneath us, Rob. It's beneath us. Isn't it beneath us?
I think it would be really fun.
I give you a special dairy.
What kind of special berry?
Well, the ones I gave you the other night that made you feel all nice and full. Like you'd had never. The smallest morsel that makes you feel as if you don't need to eat again.
He whispers to Smidge.
What do you think, brother?
Those
And I'll
berries
remind
weren't
you
too
guys, it's the
bad.
good-
They weren't too bad.
Yeah, those good berries are what I used to
Nice
bribe you
berries,
guys the other
though,
night.
anyways.
Berry. Hey,
This
here.
place-
Smidge.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
They wouldn't get it. They wouldn't get it though.
Yeah.
It looks pretty sketchy, buddy. Looks.
Oh,
I
I
don't know.
like sketchy. Let's do it. What do we
Yeah,
do?
that's what I was saying. They wanted to go. They wanted to go over there towards that the ruins over there, I believe.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, might as well.
Mr. Guy person, I accept your challenge.
Can I watch?
I'll let him lead the way.
Where are we going?
I'll
Fair
point
enough.
up over to the ruins.
Where are the
Alright.
ruins
Let's,
on each side of the road?
Ruins are gonna be in this-ish area right here. Again, this is about. Oh, the scale's not really right, but for our purposes, it's fine. Really, they'd be closer, but just so that you guys.
Yeah,
can have
they're just off
visualization.
the side.
They're just off to the side over here. In reality, they're much closer. So each of those hexagons is like, I think 5 miles. Oh, I don't know. Is it? Yeah, one hex
doesn't
is 5
matter.
miles. So yeah, I mean, 500 yards.
Eh.
Close enough. Close enough to the actual scale. All right. Anyway,
Eh.
so you guys are able to get there. Takes you about 30 minutes to get there or whatever. And what are you guys looking for when you get there? I mean, you just checking them out? What somebody want to roll?
Yeah, we're
investigation for
sightseeing.
me? Okay. As you're sightseeing,
I'll
you
look
get,
for anything that looks interesting.
okay.
I'm looking
Um,
for treasure.
Definitely a temple. Definitely a ruined temple of some sort.
fun.
Primrose, as the cleric, I'd like you to make a.
Oh, sorry, I thought
religion
you were
check.
asking us to
No,
generally do
investigation's
that.
fine
So
too. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll
What do
use
I
that.
do?
Make a religion
Sorry.
check.
Religion
yeah,
check.
when he asked us.
With that 12, you would know this in sort of a sense, right? You don't know exactly what it is, but you've heard of these old temples along the roads that have been ruined, and what you know of them is that they they aren't really. They're of patrons or of gods that have been no longer followed by the official religion in the country, um, specifically of the Neverwinter or down in Waterdeep. They kind of share a pantheon per se. And this one is, like I said, you can't really make out any of the symbols or anything. You don't really familiar with any of it because it's been kind of forbidden or whatnot. But you do know that, like I said, that these old temples tend to scatter around the outsides of the, and that's why you don't recognize any of the symbols inside of here because of the temple being to a specific patron or whatnot, and they would have removed any of the artifacts that would be from any other gods or anything along those lines in the temple. But yeah,
So
that's kind of it kind of comes to you as you see this place and it is a temple and whatnot.
nice.
Vincent, with that
So,
investigation.
I-
Oh, go ahead. Okay.
Can I react to the knowledge?
Yes. No, you
so,
cannot. No knowledge, no reaction.
So as we start to get closer to it, Prim's eyes are gonna like get wider a little bit as she's probably just like floating next to Finn's head, and she kind of just like stops a little bit apprehensively and like tugs on his hair and on the back a little bit very lightly and just goes,
I think I've heard of these places before.
Hey,
Um,
legend tales of an old monk. His name was Edison. He was a nasty
really?
fellow.
Oh, that kind of makes sense because the knowledge that I remember of this place is just the fact that like when you when you
He
have a
loved to make
religion.
otter skin hats.
Yeah, that. Yeah, they the hot otter skin. It's very spooky.
and then she kind of looks over to Finton.
wait.
Actually,
Oh,
Wait. Wait.
someone say otter skin?
Wait. So, does someone say the skin
Of an otter.
of an otter?
Aye, this old monk, he loved to make otter skin hats.
Oh,
Uh,
otter
uh,
skin
what
Mine
hot.
do we-
Maybe they'd be a kinfolk of yours. I definitely am trying to spook these guys. So
should you roll persuasion?
Hey, brother.
Maybe roll an
An otter skin
intimidation or
hat
something.
sounds pretty cool, doesn't it?
Just to
Yeah,
kind of see.
indeed, actually. I like
Yeah.
how they
No,
were that.
Roll
Maybe like
to
an otter
maybe,
wearing an otter.
oh,
Sure.
nice.
He's very convincing.
You guys are like shitting your
I'm telling you
pants.
guys a spooky story about
wait,
otter-
I changed my
otter
mind.
coat.
That sounds spooky.
Oh, I'm so afraid.
I
Oh.
rolled a nat.
Uh.
I rolled a nat 20 to convince you guys that there was a spooky old monk that used to make otter skin hats out of your people.
Romp is being sarcastic about him being spooked, but you can see him trembling a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of just like trying to hide it, but like his
False
teeth
bravado.
are like shattering.
Bez genuinely just wants to wear an otter hat because he think it'd be hilarious for an otter to wear an otter hat.
That's funny.
But
Seriously,
see anything of interest with my 16?
With your 16, with your investigation check,
Yeah.
what you're looking for necessarily, I assume, is more in the arcane sense, right?
Yeah, anything for that actually would stick out to me in the arcane sense, but
Okay.
But-
As far
but
as
in general, like out of place as well. Like that's
Right.
kind of why is that new thing here?
right, yeah,
also,
nothing.
definitely if there would be any old skeletal bodies laying around.
Right. Again, like I said, just ruins, right? There is a graveyard outside, and you do think that's kind of strange that they wouldn't even upkeep the yard of the dead or whatever,
Mhm.
because that's how undead happen in some cases. But the
Nothing special.
nothing special as far as that goes.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. After I feel like I've got them spooked, I'm happy to head back out on the road unless
I
there's
will
anything anyone else
say-
wants to do.
I will say the one
Oh,
thing that
okay.
you do find with the investigation check, and in this temple, right? So imagine this:
Mhm.
there's a giant pillar that sticks up, um, out of the in the center of it, kind of where like an altar would be. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and there's not necessarily pews per se, but there are places to sit that are around the edge of the place. On one of those benches that are sitting benches or whatever, where people would come and do their prayers or make art or something along those lines to this deity, you do find almost like a clay coin of sorts that you would recognize to be similar to a holy symbol.
Okay.
It's been scarred and faded, but on it you see, um, basically it's a circular medallion, and in the middle of the medallion you have what looks to be like a serpent, kind of weaving in and out over a flaming like tree of sorts. Um, it's not something that you would recognize as far as, um, again, this was put into law centuries ago, right? This is centuries of decay on this place,
Hmm.
so no one really, you wouldn't remember, and neither does Prim, the name to this person, but you would recognize it as some sort of a tribute to whoever this temple was for. So
Creepy.
you're welcome to share or keep that knowledge,
Um.
or take it, or keep, or leave it.
So I'm interested in because it's fire, but serpents are always double-edged swords as being good or bad, and Prim. I will point it out to Prim, and as you said, she doesn't recognize it, but I will point it out to her. And you think I should take it?
Yeah. We like to take things, remember?
Aye, but this is a holy place. That's why I'm deferring to you.
I mean, it was abandoned, so like it's kind of sad that nobody like really cares about this stuff anymore. You know?
I will. Okay. I will. I will pick it up and in some kind of on a bench. It's not like it's been placed on an
Right.
altar.
Yeah, definitely,
So
definitely been abandoned on the
yeah.
bench.
So
Like I
I'll
said.
pick it up and some kind of like very respectful thank you way of to the temple and I will pocket it.
Perfect. Good to know.
And maybe you said it was kind of dusted and stuff, so I'll clean it up. But and then I will also go to the altar and uh, and leave 10 rations of mine,
Cute.
Hmm.
as well as 5 gold,
Okay.
as part of just trying to cover my basis with the temple.
Edison's temple from Adara.
I don't know who you're talking about. I just picked a name at random.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then
with-
just very respectfully depart with the
with the
token.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'll just put it in a shirt pocket.
Good to know. Anybody else? Anybody wants to do in here while we're in here? Rump Smidge?
I'd like to do an investigation check for anything hidden, maybe some sort of treasure anywhere
Sure thing.
in the rubble.
Like I said,
whatever.
let's see what you can do with an investigation check.
Ooh.
That's a little better. With that investigation, a dirty 21, you're gonna find, like I said, you're small, your frame is a little bit more nimble, right? You're able to kind of get in cracks and stuff. And that's what you're looking for, right? You came to this place to look for treasure, so you have your eyes peeled and whatnot. You're looking
Damn straight.
for anything that could be an adventure or something along those lines. You come to the behind the altar area, and you notice that the roof is caved in and it's kind of leaning up against it. But you're small enough that you're able to kind of slip in and get in behind there. And what you do notice is you have behind the altar there, you have a series of buttons. 3 buttons, kind of on the back of this altar place, right? So the altar is kind of, imagine that the roof is caved in over the altar, right? And you're able to kind of slip in underneath the crack of where the roof is caved in, and then the back of behind the altar, and you're able to kind of see this place where you have a series of 3 buttons behind the altar. You would recognize these as buttons, just sort of like, not even buttons, but more like, think of it more along the lines of like tabs or something like that you would like pop in and pop out, more or less. Does that make sense?
I pressed the right button.
All right, so yeah, they are in a row. There's a right, a center, and a left. You press the one on the right, nothing
I do.
happens.
I pressed the one on the left.
As you press the one on the left, the one on the right pops out, and nothing happens.
Press the one in the middle.
As you press the one in the middle, the one on the left pops out, and nothing happens.
Is he the only
Press
one
the one in
seeing
the middle
this?
again.
The one in the middle is still,
I'm definitely not seeing what he's doing. He's
It's-
crawled through some tunnels, so
It's
Romp and I
still-
are definitely unable to see him.
it's still pressed in.
Do I see this?
Go ahead and make a
I guess-
perception
I
check to
guess you
see if
could,
you
yeah.
saw where Smidge went.
Okay.
If you don't, he's gonna call out for you anyways.
You actually did see where he went, so that'll make it a little easier when he calls for you.
Okay.
Go ahead with whatever you're going to do.
I was just gonna fly up next to him and be like, what is this? Is this a game?
It kind of reminds me of the puzzles from Legend of Zelda. I mean, the book series. Remember?
The books? I don't really read books because I find the words really like big unless I'm holding it. But when I try to hold a book, it gets really heavy for a split second. But yeah, so that's cool. But maybe it's like a sequence. Like maybe like we should press all of them at once, or maybe we should do like a code.
What I think it is we're trying to get all the buttons to push outward. So if you're going to do that, then maybe. I don't know. I pushed the one on the left first, and that caused the one on the right to go open. And I pushed the one in the middle, and then the one on the left popped open. So that's as far as I've gone.
So
You can
how do we
try your
get the
best with
one
that.
in the middle to go up?
Perhaps we press. Perhaps we press both the ones on the side at the same time.
Oh yeah.
So I'll press this one on the right.
I'll,
then you press
I'll
the one on the
press
left.
the one on the left.
All right. On the count of 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my
And now
god.
I'm pressing.
You do hear the you push it in. You hear kind of like a grinding noise as you're doing this, right? Almost like a mechanical, like.
What was
So
that?
both the buttons on the side are pushed in now?
Yeah, both of them are pushed in, but there's again a lot of resistance when you guys are doing this, and the one in the middle does pop out, a little bit almost too far, than you guys would ordinarily think it would have gone, but the 2 buttons in the sides are pushed in. The one in the middle is pressed out significantly.
And we're just surrounded by rubble.
Again, yeah. So there's light shining through the cracks and whatnot, so you're able to see pretty well. Over you, like I said, is a collapsed roof. A wooden beam kind of like leans against the statue of the altar, and then behind you, you're facing towards the altar where the buttons are, and behind you guys is the wall of the ruined wall of the altar. You got about maybe 10 feet of space.
So we heard something?
Yes, you heard like a mechanical cracking noise.
Do I see any movement anywhere? Should I make a-
As far as movement, no, but again, like I said, as you guys pushed in the buttons, the center button was pushed out in a way that seems unnatural of what
Oh,
what was happening before. So
I-
Smidge you would recognize, yeah.
I grabbed the middle button and I tried to yank it out. So like since I'm like kind of small, I like put my 2. How big are these buttons?
They're probably about the size of, not big enough that you could one-handed, but definitely you could put 2 hands around it
Okay,
as your
so
size.
I'm
pull
flying
it
and
out.
I like almost straddle the button and I try to like lift with like bend my like knees and like try to lift it out with my like try to use the moment like the wall as resistance,
Right.
with my legs, and I try to pop it open.
Okay. It is wedged in there pretty tight. Can you go ahead and make me a strength or athletics? Yeah, let's make an athletics check for me.
Okay, I have literally none because I'm small.
With that 3, you are unable to pull the button out.
Oh.
It's like you're just pulling it like almost like think of like a wang cork, almost like you're trying to pull it out and it just doesn't want to come out at all. So
Smidge, seeing her struggle, says, "Oh, I'm pretty clever to pull it out, but perhaps I should try since I have a little bit more upper strength." And he will try himself to pull it out.
Go ahead and make your athletics. That's a little better. You're able to kind of take your otter hands, and it takes you a little bit. It takes you probably 5-10 minutes or so, and you're able to kind of yank it out. Yank it out of the statue there, and what you see behind there, again, you see things going through, light shining through the cracked roof there. What you see behind you do see sort of like a post mechanism that would be in line with the brick that you've taken, the button that you've taken out. And if you look on the back of the button, there is a slot where that pole would have gone into. You get the feeling that you kind of broke it.
What does this mean? I don't get it. But you heard that sound, right?
Yeah, I did hear that sound. Smidge drops the brick and he looks at Prim and he says, "But I'm pretty sure it's broken now." How big is this hole in this gear thing?
Yeah,
Like,
can I go in
to
it?
this side? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say Prim could probably wedge herself in it if she wanted to, and had the gumption and gall to do it. If she so chooses, she could do that.
Okay. Wait, so like for my understanding, it's like we took the button out and I'm just like gonna go in that crack.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do I have to roll anything?
It's up to you. You can just go in there, or you can go in there sneakily. You can go in.
I'll go
like
in there
I said,
sneakily. I'll do
Okay.
stealth.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
I have heavy armor.
You do
You
have
have
heavy
scale
armor.
mail. She has scale mail, so it counts as disadvantage on
I was
stealth.
gonna say we're not gonna do the disadvantage because you're not really trying to hide from anything. I'm thinking
Yeah.
this more as trying to be careful as you're going into this hole, right? So we'll take the 19 on that.
Sweet.
You're able to carefully wedge your way in, and again, it's your size, but it's a little bit too your size. You know what I mean? It is a kind of a cramped even for you. But you're able to wedge your way through it, and as you get through to where the back of the hole would be, it does go dark for you, and there is no light.
Okay, but I glow, so.
Yeah, not in a mechanical way. So you're
Okay.
kind of in the darkness right here. Feeling around, you feel kind of what you would recognize as gears, metallic, kind of coppery feeling. Cold, very cold.
It's a little dark in here. Smidge, I can't see. I think I'm just in a machine, but I don't know. Should I keep going?
What do you feel around you? I know you can't see, but
I
perhaps
feel
there's
like metal.
And she's like clanking around and she feels the walls.
like maybe a gear in there.
Yeah, maybe. That's why I think it's a machine.
I want to see. Try if you can turn that gear.
Okay.
And she just like tries to feel around for the gear and pull down on it or something.
Go ahead and make a athletics check. for me.
Jesus, I'm not a mighty fairy, man. Oh,
That's enough.
nice.
As you start to pull down on the gear that you're next to, the whole machine kind of releases, and it starts to kind of roll into motion, and you hear like click, 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 click. Can you make me a? Oh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? How do I want to do it?
Oh no.
Can you make me a? I guess just straight survival.
Oh my god, am I gonna die? Oh, I almost rolled a 20. Did you see that?
Yeah, which roll a 2.
Yeah.
Um,
Without the 0, but like we can
without the
pretend it's
0.
there, right?
With that roll, your leg kind of gets caught in one of the gears, and you start to spin around the gear rapidly, like just
She starts. Prim starts screaming. It's like Smidge! Oh my god!
Maze is like, "Oh, I'm right in there, Prim."
Finn and Romp, you guys would be able to hear it at this point.
Romp is just crunching down on the apple Finn gave him, just like not even caring about any.
Can I cast guidance to roll to get out of it?
Yeah, with the scream,
This would
I will
probably help,
slap
too,
Romp
without
and say,
reaching.
"Let's go," and start running towards the sound.
Let me double check.
Where are we going?
Rim screaming. She and Smidge wandered off.
Isn't that what she does?
Not like that.
Alright then.
Let's see. Yes, I
them
guess you could.
approach,
You're a willing
I
creature.
forgot I had guidance, so I was like, I could have been doing that the whole time. It's a
Could have been.
cantrip.
It's
Dang
only for
it.
one roll, though.
Yeah, true.
When
But
Smith
could have
sees
helped.
them approach, he says, "Look what Prim did. She got it working. She got this gear
And
working."
Prim's
So,
again,
so
still
you
just
guys
spinning
like
around.
I'm
fall
like,
through rubble and stuff. So I assume that we can't see them, or can we
yeah,
find
rubble.
our way to them?
No, but the altar is doing some weird stuff. It's like
Oh,
going in a
on our
circle.
side that we can see.
Yeah, yeah. The altar is like spinning in a circle. You know, there's like going up and down. You're like, what the fuck is going
and you
on
just
here?
hear screaming inside of a wall. And
Yeah.
there's
What
just a
did
hole
you
in the
do?
wall.
Like a muffled screaming.
Yeah. What did you
Weird.
do?
I think that dancing altar's screaming too.
Aye. Be ready to smack it if I tell you.
Ready.
Oh,
And I will call out for Smidge and Prim. What did you do? Where are you?
I'm just screaming and like going around in
What?
circles on the gear inside the wall, so
And I'd like to see if from my side I can
I
find a
think
way to
Prim
make it
is
stop.
Okay.
Prim is working on the gears in there. Sounds like it. She got it working already. I think that's what she's still doing.
I'm like,
but she making a lot of noise.
help!
Go ahead and one of Hinton, why don't you said you want to see if there's a way to stop it, so why don't you go ahead and make me an intelligence roll?
Read intelligence.
Primrose, you casted guidance on yourself. Go ahead and make me I don't know what I want you to do. This is gonna be fantastic though.
Oh shit.
Imagine how my character dies. No, okay, it's fine. It happens to Tinkerbell all the time, you know?
You're just eventually gonna
dying.
make your way out and just be
Dying.
very, very green.
Tinkerbell does die quite often.
What?
You have to clap.
I want you to go ahead and make me a Constitution save.
Okay, so I do that first
So-
and then I cast guidance, right? Or vice versa.
You would.
You
I don't know how guidance
have to
works.
guidance yourself first,
and then do the yeah. So you can just be like, touch yourself.
but
Touch
I
myself.
don't think guidance doesn't work on a saving throw.
Oh, it doesn't?
It's just ability check, yeah.
Okay, well
so
then I won't
it's
do it.
not a-
I'll just do the Constitution.
Okay.
Like what you said. Jesus, the
Oh
rolls
my
today are
God.
awful.
What you get?
9.
9.
I've destroyed
9.
that somehow. I don't know how to get it back. Oops.
You could
Yeah, I've done that before.
hit refresh.
Yeah, I have to refresh the page probably.
I'm assuming I rolled a 3. I'm assuming I can't figure out how to make it stop without doing.
Yeah, no,
something.
you can't make it. Yeah,
Well, can I figure out like maybe I could shove my mace in when we hit the ground or like
He's gonna tell you what he's doing
Oh,
about
okay.
the con save.
Yeah, so with the Constitution save, you go around and round and round and round and round, and this is a good 3 minutes of just round and round like super rapidly. You got caught in really small gear, and as you like try to wedge yourself out, you're able to kind of you get out, but you smack against the mechanism, and you take 10 points of
Oh, shit.
damage.
Okay.
Can't
So-
figure it out. Break the damn thing.
So can I start like walking towards
Yeah, you
the
can
hole
start
with
like
the light?
walking towards the hole and walking towards the light.
Okay, so Prim is like limping and she like walks towards the light of the hole, and when she gets to the opening of the hole, she's immediately falls like onto the ground, like collapsed and starts coughing and like
Smidge is the only one who can see her at this point.
Hey,
And,
good job, Brett.
one of her
Hey.
buns, because she she wears the little space buns, one of her buns like completely gone. It's just one other bun, and like her dress at the bottom's like tattered, like she's dusty, like yeah, she's just not looking good. But she's like,
Well, that was a ride.
You have fun in there.
Just a little.
and she just like starts throwing up.
Can
Out of the
I
crowd.
roll something to dodge the throw?
No, it's a tiny puddle, so
It is a tiny puddle. Like
I'm
right at
smaller
the
than
opening
a
of where the
baby.
button is.
Like,
Wait, but if it leaves her area, does that mean it expands? So then it becomes a big puddle?
No, it's already
Okay.
small. Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
So
Yeah. On my side, I'll tell Rump, I can't figure it out. Just stop the damn thing.
Wait, so like, what does it
as
look like?
Prim gets smacked and comes out, the mechanism seems to stop the loop of dancing up and down and doing circles and whatnot. And then it circles up and up and up and up and up. And underneath where the altar was, there is a stairway that you could walk under if you so chose to.
Oh, it finishes all of a sudden, and now there's a
Nice.
stairway.
And all of a sudden, there's a stairway. Yeah, so it
I
rises
think
up.
I like
Oh.
jammed it.
There you go. I did it. I just looked at it. I must be too intimidated.
On your guys'
and I'll
side,
pat
on
him
the
on
other
the
side,
stomach. Good job. And I will go ahead.
He wags his tail a little bit.
on the other side of the altar where the buttons are, the buttons do raise as well, so that way that they are out of your guys' view from where the roof had collapsed in. And the roof kind of like slumps off of the altar as it rises, and away from you guys though, so you guys aren't in danger of getting hit by it.
Wait, what
And
just?
you guys can all see each other now and whatnot. So
And I look like crap.
Hey,
yes, you
I'll
look to
rush
make-
over and pick her
oh,
up.
shit.
I
You
don't.
are careful.
I don't think you should go in there.
And I point at the hole.
I
Rob
can't
starts-
fit in there.
That's a good thing, I think. We should go down these stairs. I mean, I did all that for like a reason, right?
That's fine.
Maybe there's treasure down there.
Can Romp get down the stairs, or is
Yeah,
it going to be a
it's-
struggle for? Okay.
It's
Cool.
yeah, any medium-sized creature could go down the stairs. Again, it's a dark cavern down there.
Okay.
But you're more than welcome to make that trek down the stairs if you so choose.
Yeah.
Do we do it?
Ready,
yeah.
brother?
You're damn right I am, Rob.
Yes,
Let's go.
and as we go, I'm gonna reflavor Dancing Lights a little bit. Instead of it being just a random ball of light, I want it to look like little motes of flame floating to light up the tunnel in front of us.
Perfect.
That's pretty cool.
As you guys go-
down these stairs.
As you get down to the bottom of the stairs, it's a very short hallway, like maybe 5 feet, right? And at the end of the hallway, there is a door. If you go up and try the door, it is unlocked, so you're able to get into the next room easily.
Yeah, I'll keep moving forward cautiously.
Okay. Perfect.
I would like to let's see. I'm looking at my gear real quick to see if I have anything that I can think of.
And again, this hallway is just contained underneath where the altar would be. So literally, it's like a 5x5 hall at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, so it's not okay. Yeah, I'd check the door to open it, but I would like to press it open with my falcata.
Sure thing. Opening the door opens easily.
And send in the lights.
And send in the lights as you see the lights.
Keep pushing them ahead of me.
Keep pushing them ahead of you. You come into probably a 10 by 10 closed room. We'll go 15 by 15 or 10 by 10. Smaller than that. 10 foot by 10 foot is what I'm trying to say. So you have 10 feet on either side of you. And in the room in the center is a desk. All around you are that symbol that you picked up. Flashes of that symbol are everywhere in this desk area here. It's almost like an office of sorts where somebody might have done work later in the night of some sort. It's very dusty. No one's been in here for a very, 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 very long time, but other than that, it's pretty pristine for what you guys think have been
an abandoned
ruins,
office.
Abandoned office and abandoned ruins, yes.
Is there anything paperwork on the desk or books or scrolls somewhere?
There's a couple of books on a shelf. It doesn't seem like it's been used, like I said, at all. And again, it's very old, but pretty pristine. The other thing that you notice is that it's pretty picked clean. If somebody would like to make a couple of investigation checks, I'm sure you guys would like to see if there's anything in here.
Yeah, I'll help out with it or do it, assuming I can get help from y'all. Whatever y'all want.
I'm not proficient
I'd be
in
no help here.
investigation.
You don't have to be proficient.
Let me check.
You
Oh,
can
I
just help.
don't, but okay, then I'll help you.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Nice.
All right, with a 20 investigation, you are all in this room at this point. You're able to find. I assume you go right up to the desk looking for paperwork or something along those lines.
Yeah.
On the desk, you see things along the lines of ledgers, with coin listed on it. It seems to have a bunch of names next to it. You're noticing that this might be some sort of donation log or something along those lines. Names on it, Finham Filius, Jerome Duran,
Duran.
basically a list of people who have
Frederick,
donated money.
Mm-hmm.
At the top it says ledger.
Does one of the ledgers have Heath on it?
Heath?
This is Heath's ledger.
No. And then so with ledgers and stuff, you do get to a particularly interesting document that states on the top of it says contingency, right? And it lists a bunch of rules for basically continuing the churches or the temples, finances and where they go and where everything seems to go, and it's dated about 300 years ago or so. There's a date at the top of it, giving you kind of an idea of what it is. The other paper that you find gives you a name for the temple that this once was, and it is the temple. Sorry.
That's a good name.
Yeah, no, sorry. I was just choking
No,
on
you're
my spit,
good.
that's all. It is temple, and what you kind of recognize as an old spelling for Fandolin, which is Fandel, like AEL, Ein, which is like INE. So where Fandolin is Fandolin, you have Fandoline kind of as that as an old spelling of it. And then it lists the gods that are basically celebrated here. And when you see that the list, you don't recognize any of the names. Let me get to my names real quick so I can tell you some of the names that are on there. Oh, where's my
Romp looking around the room.
I mean, I'll
Kinda
pocket
just
it.
mentions-
I'll pocket the books and the paperwork if you just want to share it later.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that later.
That
But
way you don't
again,
have to dig for something right now.
yeah, no, I wasn't expecting you guys to find this, so and you could,
Yeah.
you know, just
Well,
worked out that way.
these runes have to be at least a couple months old.
Mm-mm.
A
A week or two at least.
I'd say a little longer than that, but
Couple years.
About a year,
And,
I'd say.
Yeah. I
at
bet
least
you're right.
at least a dwarf's lineage.
Is-
What's up?
A
Never
what? Yeah, whatever.
Going back to your great grandfather, at least.
That's a lot of great. He must be really powerful.
Ah, Grandpappy died of the flu.
What's the flu?
Maybe
Oh,
we
it's
add
this
in a few
thing
more
that makes you
grades.
feel very weak until you pass away and make really disgusting farting noises.
Oh.
Other than the documents on the desk, I just want to get this out before I forget it. You are able to find a small pouch with 25 gold pieces in it,
Hey.
just amongst you guys. You know what I mean? You just
Mhm.
find. And is anybody else doing anything in the room, real quick, just so I can kind of prep for that?
Can I just? I guess investigation did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What ifs?
I mean, you can look for something else too. I'm not
I
gonna-
just wanted to detect magic. See if it's
Sure thing,
still like.
cast it.
I mean, not detect magic. Arcana check, whatever.
You
that-
mean you have the spell
I
detect magic?
do,
You
I
can
do,
ritual
I
cast
do,
it.
I do. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't have to spend a spell slot to do
Oh,
it.
I ritual cast it. Oh my god, I learned about that today.
Yeah.
Be right back.
No, I actually don't have that one. It's not checked.
Yeah, I do, but I don't have it prepared today.
Whatever. I'm good.
Wah, wah.
Oh, just add a DM hint. Should we do it?
I mean, you can ritual cast even if it's not prepared.
No, I mean like I don't have it checked, as in like it's not one of my spells
Oh,
on the list.
that's right.
Yeah.
You're a cleric. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not on your list, period.
No, it's on my list, but it's not
It
on
is.
my list. You know, I have to pick only 6 spells. I didn't pick that one.
Yeah, prepared. Okay, yeah, that's not
Not
picked
on
on
your
my prepared
sheet.
list. Yeah, it's not on my prepared list either.
I mean,
It's
if
on
you
my sheet.
so the
Well,
only
Sick
reason
told me that the ones that are checked are just the ones that I have.
yeah, you can ritual cast if it's not prepared. The difference is with the clerics is because she gets her powers from her god, she'd have to do the whole thing. You know
Oh,
what
I
mean?
can
Wait,
ritual
so-
cast as a druid?
I'd let you
'Cause
ritual cast as a druid.
I
yes.
thought I had it be prepared.
I'm
doesn't have-
gonna double check that rule, but I'm gonna let you guys do it. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I'll do it at Prim's prompting.
Yeah, yeah. Is there magic in here? I have a strange feeling that there might be because this place is just so magical. Like I just was taken on a spin, so like that's pretty magical, huh?
You cast it.
Yeah, I'll ritually cast it.
Okay. After 10 minutes, nothing glows. It's just a room.
Okay. And I'll put away the books and
Prim-
the paperwork.
Prim
and
just
say,
cries.
Let's go.
All right.
There's nothing else here.
All right.
Maybe the magic was the memories maybe made along the way.
That's the best kind of magic right
Oh,
there.
before we leave,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. Before we leave,
Mm-hmm.
Prim wants to, you know, if she has like chalk or something to write with, or just like if she finds something old or maybe charcoal or something like that, she wants to write
Mm-hmm.
on the walls. She's gonna go right on the walls next to the hole with the button and says, "Don't go in here," and then an arrow pointing to the hole, so that people know not to go in there.
Yeah, you're able to find basically like some charcoal or something like that from a burnt out torch from long ago.
Sweet, sweet. And
That
then
you're able to-
afterwards, she's just gonna dust her hands off and cider herself like I did the frickin' right civilian thing, and then she's gonna go.
Perfect. I love that. Yeah. So with that, you guys are able to leave. A little bit extra gold in tow. Again, like I said, and a little bit of a story there. So,
All right.
heading back to the main trail. Again, you've spent about an hour or so in there, just discovering things. Between the travel there and the travel back, and everything else going on there. You still have the rest of the day to travel, or you could make camp here if you wanted, but you're only about a mile or so away from where you started. So.
Yeah, no, we'll push on the rest of the day and a little bit early into the night, unless anyone says
We
otherwise.
should exhaust ourselves.
Perfect. You guys make it to the town of Leon. Leland, I guess you could say down there. It's on the map. And that is
The town, or is that runes?
well, that is runes technically, but I'm gonna call it a town.
Okay.
As far as the map goes, we're kind of doing a little altered version here. So, Leland is gonna be a very small town, sort of in the same vein of Phandalin. Just a little trading town, little trading post. But it does have a small inn that you guys can stay in at the night, if you would like.
Or we could just camp for free, right?
I mean, the inn, like I said, is pretty much a campsite.
Sweet.
So it's one way or another. You're just paying or you're not paying. So
I'll pay
up
for
to
a
you
room.
guys. Okay, sure thing. And it is again backwater.
Yeah.
Very minimal amenities. It's a bed, pretty much.
Yeah.
Comfortable enough to
Yeah.
sleep in, safe enough to sleep in. Nothing too fancy about it. And with that, with our trip to Leland, we will end tonight. All right?
Hey! Bow, 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 bow.
Bow, 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 bow.
So, you guys have made it to the small Powunk water town of Leland, and we will go ahead and end there for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. Next time, we will get to Waterdeep. I guarantee it.
I hope so. That was fun though.
I told you we would not get to the circus today, and you.
But hashtag circus.
I know you hashtagged the circus.
Hell yeah.
You were so excited for it, and I just didn't get you there.
No, it's okay. We'll go later.
So.
Bye guys. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Remember to follow. It helps us.
Thank y'all.
What?
Bye.
Bye.